Hey, welcome to the Life Insurance Life. I'm Brett Bunick. I'm a life insurance advisor and agency owner, and I specialize in helping families with final expense and index universal life insurance. Now, this is just the beginning of this channel. I know you're going to find a lot of value from it, but I want to make something very clear. The way that I make money for my family is helping other families with their life insurance needs and training the agents in my agency to sell insurance over the phone, not making videos on YouTube. So bear with me, but I'm sure you're going to learn a lot here. So in this video, I'm going to break down how to sell final expense life insurance over the phone step by step, from how I talk to people, how I handle objections, how I close the deal, and how you can start doing this too, even if you're brand new. If you're an agent looking to grow your income or build a business that gives you more freedom, make sure to hit that subscribe button. This is the stuff I wish someone would have taught me when I first started. Step one, know what you're selling. So let's start at the beginning. What is final expense life insurance? Final expense life insurance is a small, simplified issue whole life policy. Benefit amounts are usually a minimum of about $5,000. They go as high as about $40,000 or $50,000, and they're meant to help families cover final expenses, funeral costs, medical bills, other end of life expenses, leave money to family, things like that. Now, I'll be breaking down exactly how a final expense insurance policy works step by step in another video so you know how to explain it to your clients. Final expense insurance is affordable, it's easy to qualify for, and it's incredibly needed. Most of the people we talk to are on a really strict fixed income, so final expenses can completely break the whole family. And most of the people that you talk to don't have any current coverage. Now, your job is not to push a product. Your job is to listen, educate, and offer a real solution to their problem. And when you do that, the sales are going to happen naturally. On to step two, leads and dialing. Now, we all need leads because we need people to talk to, and there's all different kinds of leads out there. Direct mail, Facebook leads, internet leads, warm transfers, callbacks. It's like the list goes on. And there's pros and cons for each different type of lead. And I'm going to cover those in another video. Other videos, I'm going to be going into specific detail about each kind of lead. I'm even going to give reviews and give real data with multiple different lead vendors. Okay. But here's the big thing. Don't overcomplicate it. You just need a list of people who raise their hand saying, yes, I might be interested. Start dialing, be consistent in your activity, and keep your energy up. Working on the phone, we should be dialing every day, pretty much all day. Now, I have my agents in my agency turn their numbers into me once a week. One thing that I noticed, the person who makes the most calls usually makes the most money. It really is that simple. Okay, on to step three, using a good script. Now, this is a big one. Your phone script matters. And I'm going to break down the basic flow that I use. Okay, so as an intro, hey, may I speak with Mary, please? Hey, Mary, this is Brett. I'm the life insurance advisor for the area. I received your request for quotes and information of the life insurance programs with no 2-year wait. Then, of course, you're going to be going over qualifying questions, age, coverage needs, health, budget. Budget is really important, of course. You need to build value. You know, most families I help are looking to make sure that their kids aren't stuck with a $15,000 funeral bill. When you're presenting their options, I give more than one option. I usually give the top 2 or 3 most affordable options based on their needs, what they qualify for, and of course, what they can afford. And then your closing is pretty simple. Which of these options makes the most sense? Now, I'm going to be going over each one of these in future videos also. I'm going to be going over the exact script that I use, and I'm going to provide that to you free so you can have it, you can use it. What's really neat about the script that I use is that it addresses the most common objections that come up before they become objections. So I don't see a whole lot of objections in my phone calls that I have with my clients. As far as qualifying questions, I have a client information sheet that I'm also going to give to you in another video. We're going to go over that in detail also, so you know exactly how to fill it out and what questions to ask. But you know, don't worry. I'm going to give you a full copy of all this kind of stuff, and I'm also going to go over exactly how to use these materials in detail in future videos. Okay, step 4. Objections are normal. Now, I just told you that I don't see a whole lot of objections in the phone calls that I have when I'm talking with my clients. You know, for an example, I haven't had someone not willing to give me their social security number or bank information in probably over 2 years. But objections are just a part of the process. And I want you to keep in mind that objections are not rejections. They're just questions that people have that haven't been answered yet. And in the script, we're going to go over in another video. The most common objections are dealt with before they even think of them. You know, some common objections you're going to get are, I need to think about it. You know, so I usually say, absolutely. I'd want to think about it too. What's your biggest concern right now? People say, I can't afford it. I totally get that. I specialize in helping families who are on a really strict fixed income. Now, the coverage is really important, but so is the budget. So let's go over it again so I can make sure this fits into your budget. I'll make more videos where I go deep into objection handling. And in all honesty, again, with the script I use, I don't hear many objections. But for now, just remember, stay calm, stay kind, and keep guiding the conversation. Okay, on to step 5, submitting the app. Now, once they pick a plan, your job is to make it easy and seamless. Now, I walk them through a simple electronic application. I explain every step, answer all of their questions, and make sure they feel good about what they're doing. Most people have never had someone treat them professionally and explain things in a way that's easy for them to understand, especially not over the phone. So this really stands out. Keep in mind, most other agents that are going to be calling them are trying to just whip through and sell policies as quickly as they possibly can. There's a thing in this industry where everyone wants to try to go start to finish in about 30 minutes. Don't do that. When you take the time to explain things in a way that's easy to understand so that they can understand everything and they know that you're actually looking out for them, you're going to stand out. That's going to help with your persistency too. Okay, so that is a general step-by-step breakdown of how we sell final expense insurance over the phone. Remember, I am going to go into each one of these steps in detail in future videos, and I am going to provide the materials so that you can have them for free. Go ahead and implement them into your business. I think you're going to really like them a lot. Now, if you found this helpful, of course, hit that like button, subscribe, and go ahead and drop a comment below if you got questions or if there's any topics that you want me to cover in future videos. And if you're an agent looking for mentorship or thinking about, joining an agency that actually supports you, check out the link in the description or in the channel profile. I'd love to connect with you. Have a good day.